Hello and good day. So today we'll be talking about stress. Stress is a silent killer. It might not cause an immediate loss, but trust me, it ends up having a delayed and long-lasting impact on your farm animals and your poultry birds. What are the examples of these stressors that you're probably not aware about? For example, handling. The way you handle your farm animals and your poultry birds. Some people, you just handle them in a way that you feel okay because they are not humans, you can just handle them anyhow. No. Laying birds, for example, if you handle them in an improper way, you might end up destroying their reproductive organs. And this particular bird that you probably handled anyhow might not lay again, and you'll just notice that probably your percentage production is reducing, and you might not know that okay, it was the way you handled that particular bird few days ago or few weeks ago. So handle them properly. Your laying birds, your broiler, your cockerels, your farm animals, handle them with care. If you're trying to maybe transport them from one location to another, make sure you are loading them properly. Don't mishandle them. Transport them in a way where they are very comfortable. Don't just stack them up in a truck anyhow. Transport them in a proper way. Another example is extreme temperatures. These also stress the birds. When probably the heat is too much, heat stress. There's also cold stress too. So make sure you manage every season properly. If the heat is too much, make sure there are proper measures in place to make sure that they are not stressed because of the heat. Also, make sure they are not stressed because of the cold weather. It can, affect their immune system, and this makes them susceptible to endemic infection agents in the environment. Another stressor is overcrowding. It's very, very important that your stocking density is according to the standard. Do not overcrowd your birds. Do not overcrowd your farm animals. Stick to the proper stocking density. Another example is diseases. Make sure you try as much as possible to reduce the way your farm animals and your poultry birds are susceptible to disease agents. Proper hygiene. You cannot overemphasize the importance of proper hygiene and biosecurity. This reduces the way your birds are being susceptible to the disease agents in the environment, because there are common disease agents in the environment. So when you put some proper measures in place, it reduces the risk of them coming down with the common disease agents in the environment. Another example is nutritional imbalances. This can also stress your birds when the feed you are giving to them is not in the proper nutritional rate. Make sure you try as much as possible you are giving them balanced diet at all times to prevent stress on their system, on their body system. Another example of stressors is poor ventilation. Poor ventilation, yes. Poor ventilation can also stress your farm animals and your poultry birds. Make sure there is, an ideal environment for your farm animals and your poultry birds. This you don't have to, choke them thinking that they are animals. No, they also need proper ventilation, just like you. You also need proper ventilation, so your animals also need proper ventilation. So make sure you identify all these potential stressors to prevent them, from coming down with things that can be avoided. For your day-old chicks, your poultry drugs and your equipment, use the USSD code *347*791# to secure your order. You can also ask questions regarding livestock, crops, and other related questions using AVA, which is the Afrimash AI.